perfect, and they look like a real flower sack.
All right, so Jerry, you all know Jerry from Susan Graver in the Morning, and I both said, oh my gosh, we had a Kinetic spinner years and years and years ago. It didn't have to do with these fun animals.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And we still have them. I still have I have one that has to do with Christmas that I bring out in, whenever, in November and December. This is M94101, but Carolyn remembers, and she not only brought us adorable choices, but they're battery operated. So now we can use them indoors or outdoors.
Right.
Carolyn, we introduced these on Saturday. You and I had the pleasure of being with you, and they're advanced orders. They will ship the week of the 29th. That's how new all of this is. Ship the week of April 29th. 3 easy pays at $13. Don't forget to use your Q card because that always gives you 5.
Love it.
5. All right. So let's talk choice.
We had these years ago at QVC when I was doing, garden party with Carolyn, and then they went away for some reason. I'm not sure why. We hadn't had them on the air for a long time. So when I was developing my collection, I said, can we do those Kinetic spinners? Because the last time I saw them was about 4 years ago at Disney World, and they were like super popular. This guy had a whole vendor booth of Kinetic spinners, and I've got one with Mickey Mouse. But I said, let's do some pretty ones. And so we wanted to do, of course, along my pet theme. We have the kitty cats right here in those cool tones of blue and green. Here's your doggy. And he's, of course, sitting up like so many of my guys do, chasing his little butterfly, and that's done in coral and denim blue. And they each have like a specific little weight at the bottom. The cat's is a fish, the dog's is a paw print. Of course, we included some squirrel things in my collection because of our friend Nutsy and #squirrelitude. So here's your squirrel spinner, and I think this would look great even in the fall. There's your little acorn.
I think so too.
And then for those of you who love hummingbirds and flowers, we've done kind of a rainbow one here with the little hummingbird at the bottom. But Pat, if you don't mind, could we walk back to where they're moving around?
Let's do it.
Because I just want you guys to see, when we used to sell these at QVC, on the set, our sets and props department came up with this battery operated gadget that would allow them to spin inside in our indoor set because there's no wind in here. So that's exactly why I wanted to include it. For the first time ever, you're getting this because we weren't able to sell it to you before, but this will keep it going at a, pretty good pace, not super fast. Right. So even when it's not windy, you can have it spinning, and you can have it, as you said, inside.
Yeah, you can have it inside or outside. All you need is a D battery in there, so you don't have to worry about that at all. It's about 10 inches by almost 2 inches by 15.5 inches, so that you know. But for $13, if you're using your Easy Pay option, and it's interesting because we all work here, and I always say I'm my own best shopper.
Me too.
I truly am. We all are. And Jerry, I mean, we see a lot of things. And these Kinetic spinners, when they come flat, and then you just kind of, reposition them a little bit so that
just
they
kind
bloom.
of fan them out a little.
Yeah, fan them out is the better word.
Yeah.
Fan them out a little bit, and they're so pretty. I think anything with movement just captures your imagination.
Now, there's no timer on there. You just turn it on and off. If you want it to run, it will. And typically outside, you won't need it on because the wind, you don't need a lot of wind to spin this around. But if it's a completely still day, or if you have it on the deck, near the house where it's not windy, or inside, we wanted to be able to give you the option of having it moving. And I'll show you with the doggy right here when we come back.
Well, cat and dog, most popular, as you might suspect. But how fun, what a fun gift.
So it comes flat like this in the box, in a flat box, but it's already perforated. The metal is perforated, so then all you're gonna do is kind of fan it out as much as you want. You can really fan it out or just a little bit, but you wanna separate those metal layers so that when it spins, that's how you get that kaleidoscope kind of look.
And it lasts. I mean, we all still have ours, and I don't even really remember how old mine is, but
me too.
Years and years and years old.
And they're very sturdy. If the wind blows it out of the tree, they're not going to break. It's powder coated metal, so they don't get rusty. I think they're really great quality.
And these are the things that give your garden, even if all you have is like a little patio, a little deck, that's fine. Or maybe you're lucky enough and you have, maybe you're going to our mosquito repeller thing that we sell, and it's on a shepherd's hook. What do you put on the other side? You could put something like this on the other side if you wanted to go ahead and do that. You could hang it from a tree branch if you wanted to do that.
Or shepherd's hook.
Shepherd's hook, or maybe you don't want to do all hanging plants, or like me, I have hanging plants in the front and I need something on the side. This is perfect, absolutely perfect. And as you said, Carolyn, most times outside you won't even need to use the battery. It'll move on its own.
Yeah, and I just wanted to be sure and include the battery thingy because we never could
use it inside.
Yeah.
All right, cats, dogs, squirrels, or
flowers.